You opening the new one?
I didn't know. Yeah.
Don't break the seal.
I won't.
Because when you did that, it was like.
Okay.
I mean, not the seal, the spine. Hey everyone, welcome to our channel, Joss and Buddy with Love. Our channel is dedicated to just about everything life, family, relationships, you name it. As you guys all know, Buddy and I do our best to read together every morning. Today we're going to do a quick review on the books that we read in January. Emmanuel Acho's Illogical, and we also read...
We read Make Your Bed by Admiral William H. McRaven.
Yeah, both of them were great books, in my opinion, to kick off our 2023. We hope that you guys feel the same. You might know Emmanuel Acho for a few different reasons. First, he was a linebacker at the University of Texas, and he went on and had a career in the NFL. He played with the Eagles for one. He was a sportscaster, and during the pandemic, he launched a YouTube series,
on YouTube,
in Uncomfortable Conversations with the Black Man.
Which was huge because, you know, a lot of people told him not to do it. He decided to do it. It was really groundbreaking when he started that series.
Yeah, so you're right, because he says in the book too that you don't follow your calling because you're qualified, that you qualify by following your calling. So, you know, I felt like him stepping out in spite of people saying don't do this was huge. So basically that's what the book is all about. It's saying, you know, don't just follow the status quo, that sometimes you got to step out on your own. I'm going to read this quote that he references, again, right at the beginning of the book from Albert Einstein. Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it's stupid. So he goes on to say, you are ready as you will ever be. And in your own way, you are a genius.
So I'm a genius?
Heck yeah, you're a genius.
So one early point that I like is he says your greatest reward comes from your greatest risk. And he mentioned, you know, gambling and being in a casino, and you know how everyone says scared money don't make none.
Yeah. It's funny too that he mentions how that was part of his him getting his degree. Was it his master's? That he did a study on gambling. So yeah. For me, one of the huge things that he talks about in the book, and it's kind of references what I said before about not following like the status quo, is he says, don't let the pressure get to you. And he talks about when you, the higher you climb on a mountain, that when the higher you get, that it's harder to breathe. And he said that the air is thinner at higher altitudes. And he goes on and says that that doesn't tell the whole story though. The reason it is so difficult to breathe at high altitudes is because of the pressure that is within you. So to me, that's really interesting how he says that no matter how impossible your life might feel, it becomes more probable and your dreams are able to manifest when you don't let the pressure from the inside get to you. So, you know, it's just kind of like keep pressing forward.
Keep pressing forward. And then another key point for me was he talked about your faith being a muscle. And you strengthen your faith by continuing to believe the unbelievable.
Right.
You know, and he almost said it like a child has, you know, a superpower of believing the unbelievable.
Right. Like a kid has just blind faith in your parents. So it's just like we need to have that same
type of faith.
The same type of faith, yeah. Like most times, we are both rocking our scripted apparel. And with it being February and Black History Month, we are sporting the Black History Chanel patch, scripted line. I am wearing a special edition crew. Buddy's wearing the black hoodie. And thanks and a shout out to Scripted Apparel. you too can get your closet filled with a few items. From now until Mr. Buddy's birthday on March 7th, Scripted Apparel is giving us a promo code, 20% off all items using the code Joss and Buddy. We'll make sure that we provide that code down below.
Make sure you go get something, guys. Great quality. I love this Black History Chanel patch. This is awesome. Okay, so the second book of January was Make Your Bed by Admiral William H. McRaven.
Great book. It was a really good book. It's a super fast book. It's not a big book, nor is it a thick book, but it's a good book.
It's a buddy book.
Really, really good book, though. We've already told Brandon and Kai that we want them to read it. It will be a very simple read.
Yeah, it's easy. Very
short read. If you were to just do one chapter a day, you would be finished with this book in...
like 10 days, right?
10 days, yeah.
So for the non-readers, this is a really good book to start trying to create a good habit of reading. At which... Make Your Bed is the name of the book. So he talks about starting your day with one completed task. You know, so that's something that we have been really good about especially starting last year, was making sure that we made the bed. So the rule used to be whoever gets out of the bed last has to make it.
Yeah.
But we kind of scratched that rule.
Because I'm usually the first one out the bed. So you were making the bed. I say it usually.
Yeah, I made the bed all the time.
Yeah.
So it's about starting your day with one completed task.
Yeah. So Make Your Bed, the completed task, that's one of the 10 lessons that he says that he learned in SEAL training that he applies to life.
Yep.
The other one that he talked about was about the size of your heart. And he gives this story when he was still in high school. He was in ROTC and he had gone to the Navy recruiting office. And he said that there was this little slim, frail looking guy in there. And he kind of looked at him and was like, good luck. Yeah, like, good luck, buddy. You're not going to make it here. So he gets called into the recruiter's office and he's talking to the recruiter. And the recruiter, during their conversation, he stands up and he's like, hey, Tommy, come here. Come to find out, this guy is one of, like, he's historic. He's a well-known legend in Navy SEALs. Yeah. So one of the quotes that I love that he references here is, it's not the size of your flippers that count, just the size of your heart. And I always believe that. I talk to the kids a lot about that with, like, you know, having heart, even when you are down and it doesn't look like, you know, your team's going to win. It's like the one thing you can control is your effort. And I think that all boils down to the size of your heart.
So really good book. We're not going to go into more detail to, you know, spoil the other lessons that he learned as a SEAL. So make sure you guys go pick this book up. Easy read, once again. You know, for my people who say they don't like reading, I think this is a really, really good book for you to start with. And, you know, what's inside is great lessons to live by.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below to be entered into our drawing. We have 2 of Emmanuel Acho's books that we are giving away. And in order to be entered into the drawing, you need to like, subscribe, and comment below.
Comment. You have to comment.
Otherwise, we don't know who you are to put your name in the drawing.